Welcome to Verbal Pick Radio, where we give you a verbal image of life, and we are everyday people. And today, alongside, who's always there, and we appreciate his wisdom and insight to the topics and views that we discuss on this show, Brother Low Key. What's the word, Brother Low Key?
Man, we appreciate you, Brother Cold Black. We good.
Oh, man, appreciate that. Now look. Birth of a Nation is coming out, and that's what's the brother's name?
Nate
Parker. And Nate Parker, and he's delving into the story of Nat Turner. And for those of you who aren't familiar with Nat Turner led one of the let's say bloodiest, but it wasn't the bloodiest, but it was one of the bloodiest slave revolts in that period of slavery, or that physical period of slavery. He led a revolt. He was read the Bible, got inspired, and he went to work, right? Okay, now, Birth of a Nation originally was one of the first pictures that was done back in the 1900s dealing with race. And you had the white people, or what they so-called, or Jewish, who wore blackface to portray black people, and they were one of the first who had that negative stereotype in the movie of black people, to where they would dress up in blackface and then had black people cooning and bucking their eyes and sticking their behind out and chasing white women as though they were some type of animal fiending out for white women. And that movie scared a lot of white people, but that narrative or that stereotype was created. Now, we're getting into the dynamics of Hollywood and script writing and things of such, to where they create the narrative to where you can follow alongside, or you can follow in the footsteps or the direction that they want to lead you to, but they're using metaphysics and they're using science to do that. Now, on some of the things, Brother Low Key, that they study, and or they stay is that knowledge? Do they study that knowledge on the basis of to purposely manipulate the mind of the viewer who's watching that particular movie?
Absolutely. It's all about programming the subconscious mind. The thing about when you're sitting in front of a screen is that flickering light puts your mind in the alpha state, which is its most programmable state. The subconscious is most impacted by symbology. So whenever we're looking at these particular movies, we're looking at a movie filled with symbology. Now, when it comes to, script writing and writing, when they're taking their writing classes and their 101s, they study mythology, because mythology is the basis for all script writing. Mythology is nothing but symbology. They use symbols and they tell stories in order to convey certain messages and certain points and describe certain forms of energy. So, whenever they do movies, for example, there was the movie The Sixth Sense.
Okay.
There was a scene and I don't know if we touched on this before, but there was a scene where the little girl was actually murdered by this particular woman. And when they had the funeral ceremony, everybody had on, I think they had on black, they had on one uniform color, and the woman that killed the little girl, she was the only one that had red. When Bruce Willis went to the door to open up the doorknob, in multiple scenes all throughout the movie, the doorknob was red. He couldn't open that particular door. So whenever I listen to the commentary, and I would highly suggest that whenever people get these DVDs, that they listen to the commentary of the directors, the producers, different people that do the actors, and so they can give you the details, so you can get the behind the scenes, so they can tell you the reason why they do these particular things. Because M. Night Shyamalan, which you know, if my memory serves me correctly, is the one who put that movie together. He actually spoke on the reason why he used the red color frequency, you know, in these particular scenes in order to evoke a certain emotion out of the people whenever there was, you know, a dramatic, you know, expression, you know, within these particular scenes where they use this particular color frequency. Another movie where they go into color frequencies on the commentary is the movie, excuse me, The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Okay.
And they actually they go into, you know, why they use certain colors in the background. And when it comes to movies, you know, we're talking about multi-million-dollar productions. And, you know, a lot of people on staff, you know, these movies are a very, very big deal, you know, when it comes to programming, you know, the masses, you know, through the subconscious, because the subconscious was running this thing, you know, so the body follows the mind, you know, so if you get the subconscious mind, then you got it. You got the game on lock, you know, so, you know, that's a key thing whenever looking at these particular movies.
So that can be considered as the shepherd leading the flock, in a sense. They'll put out a subliminal message to lead the herd into a certain direction that they want society to go into, or let's say we're going into the Aquarian age, or we in the Aquarian age, and to get people ready in mindset, will they set certain movies or certain symbologies to have the public get ready for a new age, and they put movies out to bring them in? Or would they do it in a sense of, I want that they know that we're in the Aquarian age, and so what they'll do is they'll put themselves in a position to where the public will look up to the 1% or the so-called leaders, and so they will not let that knowledge be known to the public, so they can be like, okay, miracles or whatnot in the eyes of the public, because they privy to this knowledge already.
Right. So check this out. So imagine if me and, you know, Brother Cole Black, we were multi-billionaire, multi-trillionaires, and we was you feel me?
I'm like JJ Dynamite.
You feel me? And we in the film industry, right? So when it comes to, you know, approving of these scripts and, you know, the directors and all of the above, you know, we have our specific agenda when it comes to who we gonna dole this bread out to, you know, this loan out to.
Right.
So it's just really this simple. So when people say, oh, you know, well, there ain't no agenda, but you got to think about there's money, big multi-billion-dollar being doled out to these particular directors when it comes to these movies, and there's an agenda behind it. So, you know, when you get a 12 years a slave and a butler, you know that they're keeping people in a certain mind frame, because it's all about business. It ain't ain't got to necessarily take it personal. Just understand that this is major business going on.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you see Mary J. Blige singing a Hillary Clinton?
Oh man,
I started looking around like they coming. You know what I mean? Like somebody finna chase me down with some shackles or something, man. I gotta put a hump in my back, bro.
Yeah, take it back to the water. In the water. She singing She singing Negro spirituals, man.
Come on, man.
Hillary Clinton, man.
Sorry, man. I gotta say, hey, look, bro. This is the honest to God truth, bro. This is honest to God truth. When I was younger, right? Yeah. And you know they putting out movies, Superfly, man, and Hell Up in Harlem and whatnot. I'm like, damn, man, East Coast, man, they up on this knowledge. You know what I mean? It was solid, because that was like the Mecca,
right,
for blacks that was in America,
right.
But some of the artists that's coming out now. Come on, I mean, damn, Mary, we was with Mary back in the day. What the hell going on? Queen Latifah, what the hell is going on?
I want to see Mary in concert, baby. Do me like that, baby. What's happening?
Come on, Queen Latifah was the queen. What?
Right,
with
right.
that, with the sisters in New York. And
now she pushing a different line.
yeah, you
feel
yeah, and even I mean, come on, man, P Diddy. You know, I mean, come on, what the going? You know what I mean? That's why, hey man, be honest, hey, you gotta give props to Face, man. Scarface.
Yeah, definitely.
He stayed on his dean, man. Scarface stayed on his grind and didn't change for nobody, and he put out and he took a lot of flack for it.
Right.
But he stood on what he believed in.
Yeah.
You got Willie D talking about Coons. He
still coming strong.
He's still coming strong, man.
Yeah.
You know, Bushwick from New York.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I think he's originally from Jamaica.
Originally from Jamaica, but he lived
in New York.
In New York.
Gotcha.
Billy Flatbush or whatnot.
Flatbush.
Yeah.
Right.
Deep down in the H, man. I mean, but you know what? Even when even myself in the period of time where I was as an artist, and people saying, "Nah, Black, you gotta kiss a lot of ass in this industry," or say, "Man, you gotta do so and so to make it." And this, they just wasn't. I couldn't do it, bro.
With me, I couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it.
Can't do it.
I'm my own man, man. I gotta do. I can't do it.
Right.
I don't know what. But it's principles. Speaking on that point, man. It's they had in the fried chicken commercial. Previous before that.
Right. Was it Burger King?
Yeah, Burger King.
Burger King chicken commercial.
Chicken or KFC chicken or one of them. Yeah, I said that.
Yeah, she was up there bug dancing,
shucking
and jiving to her maximum potential.
I thought she was gonna take the chicken leg, rub it across her
lips.
On my hair with the chicken leg.
I'm about to start doing the cabbage patch and that.
With
the Tootsie Roll and that. Just go ahead, get Roland Martin on there with her. He making a full-on show.
Go out like, man, whatever. Hey, man, that's your thing.
Real.
We don't understand it, but hey, I mean, maybe they got you in the corner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you ain't got no choice.
People following Tyler Perry and that agenda, man. Shout out to the Boondocks for totally obliterating. I mean that particular beast is still, Tyler Perry is still out there, moving weight. But we definitely taking shots and putting shots in the ship, and the ship will eventually fall.
Yeah. Hey, that's the ticket.
Yeah, a feminization of our brothers out here, man. Tyler Perry is a girl, but I'm saying, people are taking that symbol as if that's some type of representation for our people when it's not.
No, it's not representation.
That's an anomaly. Something that slipped through the cracks.
Right. You can't go back and find where people build civilization on that mindset.
Exactly.
It's not happening.
That's not.
But now, did you? Last point, man. I know but I want to talk about this, man.
Yeah. What's up?
Did you see Trump when he was talking about the particular female and what goes on in Hollywood parties, celebrities and whatnot, and he was saying at a celebrity party you can just go up to a woman and grab her by her, her vagina. Yeah. This is my vagina.
Right.
And he's saying how it go down, and a lot of and people saying that he shouldn't have said that, but I'm saying this, and I get man debates about this dealing with the Trump thing.
Right.
I'm saying, look, here go a white dude that told you exactly how it go down.
Right.
And we like, nah, man, that can't be true. We got a problem with it. He tell him, man, this is how we get down. It's that dirty low
He's
down.
taking the veil off, and you got a problem with it.
You got a problem with it. You will not put it back.
You want the veil off. You want the bullshit.
Yeah, you messing up my perception of good white folk, Trump.
Right.
I don't see my white folk like you.
Right.
He said, no, this is us.
This is us.
They don't
deal with it.
Yeah, they don't want to deal with it. They got their hand
can't be. Not my good white people. It can't be.
Y'all don't act like that because we was taught to act like y'all. So if y'all act like that, we talk. We going down with y'all.
Right.
So they like no straighten up the image. Y'all bring white Jesus back.
Right.
I'm saying,
right.
okay, well, that's I can't tell the difference between that white Jesus and Charles Manson.
Right. Caesar Borgia. Caesar. Pepe Le Pew looking. He's looking like, well, look. He's looking like a batty boy. Real. With some pantyhose on him.
But now look, is the thing the one on Emily Rose?
Okay.
Is that the one where she and they had this little almost dude look like the Predator and she in a different world?
No.
Okay.
Nah.
With the dread, it was a dude. It was some movie, man, white chick. And she man, check this out, dude. All right. Her name was Emily.
Okay.
And she was in the doctor's office.
Okay.
And the dude breathed some black, looked like a cloud of smoke into her.
Okay.
She was possessed.
Okay.
And her husband, her name was Emily, her husband took her to this preacher, man, to do a priest.
Okay.
That said that she needed to be exorcised for exorcism because he was saying this is not my wife.
Right.
But to go into play on that, it almost looked as though that they doing a narrative that he put that black melanin into Emily, and Emily couldn't. When drove her crazy, she couldn't handle it.
Mm-hmm. They show this in the movie Babadook as well. They show this in the movie Phantoms. They show it over and over again. But see, people are missing it because they don't understand symbology. Because they thinking that the subconscious sees things in a logical fashion. The subconscious mind, when you go into a movie theater, your subconscious is not taking it. It doesn't differentiate what you call real in the physical versus being in a movie theater and this is supposed to be an illusion. The subconscious takes everything as symbols where it ain't got nothing to do with logic. It just has to do with symbology. Okay. So it's just like if somebody would have come with someone and say, well, I see, black people as being this particular symbol, and then they'll give you a description, where we may say, well, nah, this is how we are and break it down, but they're only seeing it as one symbol. Okay. Not as a logical, you trying to use your logic to convince them of something. The subconscious just take it as simple as symbol, simple as 1,000 words, So
hold up, you saying that? So is they don't view it from a mathematical or scientific view. No. They looking at it, and when you trying to get them to see it, they on this side, they seeing it on this side of the world, or they view, and you trying to bring them to say, well, why don't you view it from a logical, mathematical standpoint, so you can, if something ails you, you can conquer whatever problem you have, and if you view it from a logical standpoint,
right?
Versus you're not extracting all the knowledge out of the situation.
Well, you can shape how they see a symbol by you adding information to what they already are aware of.
Okay.
Just like if somebody's looking at a picture which is a symbol is 1,000 words, picture is 1,000 words, and then you start giving them another angle on that particular picture, then that actually affects their perception of that symbol or that picture.
Okay, it's warped it.
Right.
Okay. But Babadook and the Babadook, the melanin, and they show this in several films. And
in Phantoms, they show it as chaos because that particular black substance is everything comes out of it. So our melanin is chaos because chaos, what it truly means is that something that's constantly changing. That's why they call it junk DNA, because they can't never get their finger on it because it's always evolving, always changing.
So could that be a female or a male who had a child with a white male had a child with a white woman? Mm-hmm. They get a divorce.
Okay.
A white woman have a child with a black man, and can she sit back and see, wait, he's moving a little faster, or can tell that meaning is that I'm saying that to say this, and people don't get upset, but I'm saying that to say is when they say that one drop, does that one drop change you not only the color, meaning it browns you up, but does it change the heart rate? Does it change the speed in which the child moves? Does it change the behavior within the child? You know what I mean? Does it change
Absolutely.
the dynamics
Absolutely.
of that child, that one drop?
Absolutely. That melanin, that DNA, that Akasha, that genetic memory, all of that is going to have a massive effect on that particular child.
Interesting.
Yeah, so people can't sleep on the Jesse Williams and the Colin Kaepernick because you got to remember what they actually have going on inside of them. And it's dominating. And if you look at movies like Phantoms and, you see the way that melanin takes over. Even the movie Babadook, they see the way that it takes over the woman. You talk about something powerful. So you can't sleep on, these people that, have, mixed DNA, inside of them because they still got that living soul functioning within them, and the only thing that's real is that which lasts forever, and that is the soul.
That's so that means they got one of their ancestors up in them.
Talking. And they talking.
Yeah. So, that whole color thing, man, we're gonna do a show on that one day on the color because we really we the only ones who see the difference in shades.
Right.
Outside of us, they see it you just as one.
Right.
But I wonder why we want to hold a badge between lighter and darker.
Right.
As if, you going to go to the bank and they finna dump some money in your account because you this shade of this color.
Yeah, it ain't going to happen.
It ain't happening.
It ain't going to happen.
False sense of reality.
Yeah, they know what it is. They know, they're looking at a living soul at the end of the day. So they got to deal with it accordingly.
To that living soul.
Yeah.
Come on. Hey, Verbal Pick Radio, we always hit you with thought-provoking topics, whether it's coming from the metaphysical realm, the physical realm, spiritual realm, universe, cosmos, whatever, because we are here living, we are God body, we are a living experience in this dispensation in time. So, thank you all for tuning in and throughout the different cities and all the way from Britain to Mexico. Appreciate your listenership. Get the word out, and pretty soon look for us on Verbal Pick Radio YouTube channel. Coming soon.
Already.
All right, low key, man. Anything you want to add before we out of here?
Man, appreciate the platform, Brother Cole Black. You got it, baby.
Low key in the building, man. We out.